Alright. Hello, everyone. Hello, my beautiful light rays. Welcome to my debut stream. My name is Starleigh Aurora, but you can just call me Star for now, and I'd like to thank all of you for coming to my debut stream. I wasn't actually expecting this much viewers, actually. There's 10 of you here. This channel has, yeah, I wasn't actually expecting that many of you here. First order of business, I'll like you all to light my chat up. Get your fingers moving, and liven up the night with some hype. Let's go. Right? Thanks for the hype, everyone. Chat is lively up for me to proceed. So let's start up with the introduction, shall we? Basic info. As I said at the start, my name is Starleigh Aurora. My age is quite hard to explain. I typically don't need to follow the laws of time, and so I don't have an age per se, though the total time I followed your universe's laws of time is 25,000 years. So let's just say my age is that. My birthday, however, I do have a date for, January 14th. It is coming up quite soon, and I hope I'll be able to spend it with you guys. I'll be rather delighted if you guys decide to spend my birthday with me. You want to make me delighted, right? Right? Yay! So, as for my languages, I speak English, of course, and Mandarin Chinese. I've been hoping to learn some of your planet's other languages, such as Japanese, but I'm currently unable to due to time constraints, and I am very stupid. Acoustic, even. Alright, let's go for some other info. If you don't want to call me Star or Starleigh Aurora, my nicknames are Starry/Starry, or however you want to spell it. If you still don't want to refer to me by my name in any way, my pronouns are she/her. In the form I am currently taking in front of you, my height is 187 centimeters, or 6'1" in that really strange measurement system only 3 parts of your planet use, but I am never the one to judge any sentient life. So let's just chalk this up to humans being strange. My occupation is the goddess of light and warmth. Well, that's the short way to put it. It is a long story to it, and we will get into that later in the lore portion. Oh, I see. Someone has written a bio for me to read. How did that get there? No worries. I'll check what this bio is. Let's do some reading then, shall we? Once a shining goddess in a pantheon of royalty, she now wanders one planet in one universe of the multiverse she used to travel. Once a fearsome warrior that led countless armies against unspeakable cosmic horrors, she is now the sole defender of all she holds dear. She was abandoned and trapped in this universe and deprived of much of her power after a catastrophic incident, as she searched for her missing and beloved sister Velum Tenebra, the goddess of darkness. Cut off from most of her power and anyone she knew, Star has dedicated herself now as a protector of humanity. After 25,000 years of observation and occasional silent intervention, a never-before-seen threat has forced her to reveal herself to the wider world. She now re-embarked on a last-ditch search for her sister, also trapped and hiding on this planet, hoping to find her before the danger finds them both. Well, that's an interesting bio, but whoever wrote this clearly knows more than they're supposed to. If anybody in my chat knows who that person is, you will be rewarded. I must find them, and I must punish them for knowing this information. Anybody know who they are? No? Well, I suggest you start looking. That's an order. Now let's move on to my interests. Alright, let's go. First up, cooking. I absolutely love cooking food from any cuisine, but I have a bad habit of making an exotic dish with ingredients not available in my region, and replacing those ingredients with whatever I think is the closest approximate. This has led to some very horrific but delicious creations. I am currently trying to learn baking, and we might get to learn it together if I do a cooking stream that involves baking. Second, science fiction. I just absolutely adore that genre of fiction, and I've consumed all the sci-fi media I could get my hands on, from the very popular and mainstream to the incredibly obscure and niche. If you can name a sci-fi movie, TV series, anime, or novel, I probably know enough about it to have a very long and opinionated conversation with you on it. I've recently been getting into Warhammer 40,000 and Cyberpunk 2077 lore, and it's just so interesting. Expect a lot of gameplay streams to be of sci-fi games, or games with sci-fi settings, regarding Warhammer 40k and Cyberpunk 2077. Yes, I will be streaming Cyberpunk 2077 in the future, as well as maybe Boltgun or Darktide. Alright, next up on my list of interests is debate. Call it a bad trade or not, but arguing is my strong point, and I will absolutely drop my take if any of you say something I see as outrageous. My favorite thing to debate about is philosophy. It's a really interesting topic, metaphysics and ethics in general. They're just incredibly broad, deep, and interesting topics that are just so incredibly suited to debating. Guilty pleasure of mine related to debating, however, is power skilling. I like debating matchups and comparisons of any type of fictional character and universes. Now, knowing how this community is, just me saying that I like debating matchups between fictional characters has probably caused you to form some very strong opinions on me. And we're not going to address those opinions and move on to my next interest. Oh, Azo says there's a new War of the Worlds game coming out. Oh, thank you, Azo. Do you know what it's called? I might check it out on in a future stream. Linko asks, what is the difference between Roman character and Roman character Spartan armor? I think that is 4 and 7. You get sued by different people if you use them without noting they're from Halo. Alright, open world games. I love open world games. Objectively the best genre of games. Debate me on this, you will lose. I will absolutely die on this hill if I must. I've recently started playing a bit of Far Cry and Fallout, and loving the absolute hell out of both amazing games, though I prefer open world games with less rigid stories. This is so that I can have my own headcanon about the games instead of just following the story, and I can piece together lore tidbits I encounter while playing. It's really interesting. Creep505 says, actually, if Roman numerals is the one in infinite, it's not strength. Yeah, I won't disagree on that. I currently can't visualize on the top of my head, like, the different marks of Mjolnir Power Assault Armor. So I'll just agree with you on that. Next up on my interest, writing. I just write so much stuff that it's insane. Like, every single time I write, I always get carried away, and the next thing I know, 5 hours have passed, the document on the screen in front of me is dozens of pages long, and this short story has turned into a fully fleshed out fictional universe. Over the pandemic, I actually created 6 separate novel series worth of writing that I wish to one day be able to publish and turn into actual novels. Gon says, I need to play games on stream. Yeah, of course, I will be playing games on a lot of future streams. So to it. Siren says, am I secretly the sun? I'm not secretly the sun. I control the sun, but I am not the sun. If you get that. But I am technically also the avatar of all light energy. So you can say I am the sun, but I am not the sun. What the hell is Galiciate76? Is it a... probably another solar system. Alright, next up, science. So it's something I'm interested in. I just generally like learning things in general. Doesn't matter the field. There will just be something interesting in any field or any subject. I'm currently hyperfixated in pathology and prions to be specific. I find them to be very interesting. Yep, anyways, drama. Really fun subject. Been taking it for a few years. And yeah, I just really like acting. Voice acting, physical acting, any type of acting. If I didn't like acting, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today. Last interest on the list, computers. If you know any tech nerd in your life, I'm probably exponentially more tech nerd than any of them. Any computer related topic you can name. Web development, Linux, networking, overclocking, PC building, shell scripting, any other concept in IT or computer science, I'd love to have a discussion with you about it. Crusader asks, what is your favorite sci-fi game? I don't have a favorite sci-fi game. Really, I'd say Cyberpunk, because Cyberpunk, to be honest, it's a nice game. I also like Stellaris, if that counts, but I just hate the amount of DLCs it's in there. Yeah. So, we'll be taking a brief 30-second break while I get myself a cup of water, and I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. That was a really refreshing cup of water. I'm gonna need a lot of water because my throat loves to get dry. I hope that break wasn't too long for you. If you find that to be too long, I recommend psychological consultation. 30 seconds should not be long. I don't understand human brains that much, but if you think 30 seconds is too long, you should seek professional help. Wooly Yoshi asks, opinion on Elder Scrolls. I haven't played any Elder Scroll game, to be honest. Magical AZ Gaming asks, will you be playing any games this stream? No, this is a debut stream. Yeah, debut streams. Do I have to explain how they work? There's no gaming on them. It's just in self-introduction. Yep. Anyways, let's move on to my favorites and dislikes. Alright, first, my favorite food. It's not really a food, it's more of a food group, but I absolutely love street food in northern China. Every time I go there, I always pick up a ton of street food because it's absolutely just the best region for street food in the world. I've tried lots of food from various different cuisines around the world, but I just like northeastern Chinese street food. There's just so much variety to choose from, and they're all good. Anti-gamer Anticon says never played Elder Scrolls. Crazy. I am not crazy. I am not crazy. This is chicanery. Siren says, why does the star need water? There's oxygen in it. There's hydrogen in it. Fusion. Alright, moving on. My favorite movie is Star Trek First Contact. It's, in my opinion, the best TNG Star Trek movie of all time, and despite being from 1996, its visual effects still are really beautiful today. Like, they still hold up today. And of course, Sir Patrick Stewart, amazing actor. Anything he's been in, just amazing acting from him. He's probably one of the best actors of all time, in my opinion. Patrick Stewart. My favorite song is Stellar Stellar by Hoshi Monchi Soisei. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. Absolutely beautiful song. It brings tears to me sometimes. I can't go a day without listening to it at least once. Usually when I wake up, I like to have the song in the background while I get ready for the day. I actually wanted to cover Stellar Stellar for my debut, but 2 months wasn't enough time to get good enough at singing to sing such a difficult song. My favorite author is Clive Cussler. I actually grew up reading his books, his Pneuma Files and Oregon Files series to be exact. Not much else to add, he's just really good at writing realistic action novels. If you ask me for a book recommendation, I'd recommend you any of the newer Oregon File books from Clive Cussler. It's pretty good books. From me saying earlier that I liked open world games with no story constraint, you probably figured out what my favorite game is. And it's listed right here, so... It's Minecraft. It's just the best game. I don't have to explain more. You know why it is the best game. It's the best game ever made. And don't worry, on Mondays I will be streaming it. In fact, all Mondays I'll be streaming it. I'll call it Minecraft Monday. All Mondays will be a Minecraft Monday stream. The Expanded Chicken, so you enjoy a Minecraft stream. Yeah, you'll be seeing a lot of Minecraft streams. Alright, my favorite anime is Angel Beats, and if you watched it, well, I have one thing to say to you. Can we please become best friends? This is just the perfect blend of sad and comedic, and the music in it is just so good. All the characters on it, like, absolutely love them. All the characters are also really good. That's enough of my favorite things. Let's move on to my dislikes. First up, raw garlic, or about any garlic that isn't thoroughly cooked. Like, I just hate the taste of raw or undercooked garlic. It is the worst tasting thing anybody can put in their mouths. This is objective fact. This is my decree. Undercooked or raw garlic is the worst thing anybody can put in their mouth. I have no idea why people like it so much. Do not eat raw garlic. This is not, legally speaking, this is not health advice. I am not responsible for giving any health advice. I am not legally responsible for any health problems you may encounter from not eating raw garlic. Second one. Probably an obvious one, since I said I was like such a sci-fi nerd earlier. J.J. Abrams movies. They're just bad. I especially hate how he butchered the Star Wars sequels and the Kelvin timeline Star Trek movies, especially with Star Trek Into Darkness. He took a perfectly good movie, Star Trek The Wrath of Khan, and just gave it the worst conceivable remake with a total lack of adherence to original material. I could sit here and I could rant about his horrific lack of care for beloved franchises all day, but we don't have time, so let's move on. Oh, Expanding Chickens also asks, there's actually a mod called Ad Astra. Have you heard of it? No, I have not heard of it. I believe it's probably a space mod, right? I will check it out. And you asked earlier if I play with mods on in Minecraft. Yeah, I play with mods. I play with the Lightcraft mod pack, as well as a few additional mods, such as What Am I Looking At and Too Many Items, stuff like that. Mostly just client-side mods, quality of life. I don't really like that much big feature changing ones, except Terralift and Tectonic. They give really good terrain generation. Alright, next up on my list of dislikes, romance novels. I don't have anything against them in particular. I just don't like reading books where the main plot is romance, so if everything else is filler. I think it just takes a lot out of world building, which leads the setting to not feel streamlined when you read it, and there's often lots of plot holes, because the plot is too focused on the romance, not about the world building. And I love world building. I read books just for the world building. I love to read. Have I mentioned that I love to read? I absolutely love to read. And finally, the thing I dislike the most, people who do not get my jokes. I have a unique sense of humor, which you will see in my future streams, and I'm restraining myself today to be a bit more professional. But if you don't get my jokes, I will not like you. Simple as that. Like my jokes. Otherwise, I'll be disappointed. You don't want that to happen, right? Good. Well, let's move on to the part that a lot of you are here to see. Talents and trivia. What do I bring to the table, and what are the random things you can tease me about? Crusader asks, what is a movie, assuming you're saying movie, that you will also always recommend to someone? Well, I don't have any particular movies I'd recommend to anybody, like, regardless of their tastes. Except maybe Oppenheimer, actually. Oppenheimer's a pretty good movie. And also, enough with the garlic spamming? No? Agent, are you still here? Agent's my chat mod. If he's here, please delete any messages with the garlic emoji in them. Thank you. Alright, for my talents. I believe my strong points are creative writing, random knowledge, acting experience, and technological fluency. So expect some great lore, lots of interesting things you might learn if you watch me, as well as funny and enjoyable streams overall. And I will never miss a stream for technical reasons, unless OBS bugs, which I can't fix because OBS is OBS, I hate OBS, but there's no better alternative. Or if one of my experiments leads to my house burning down. That probably won't happen, right? Will my house burn down in one of my experiments? Is liquid nitrogen overclocking gonna get my house burned down? I don't know. Alright, now for the trivia. Number 1, I am very scared of the dark. I have no idea why, despite me fully understanding that fear of the dark is completely irrational, especially if it's my own house. My mind keeps telling me to be afraid of the dark for literally no reason. And number 2, I have my own AI. So, like, picture this, okay? You know, like ChatGPT, character AI, Stable Diffusion. Instead of going on a website, like going on the website to use it, I just have my own AI I run on a server downstairs in my house, and it has a, like, completely tuned with no filters. And if any of you guys want to interact with that AI in the future, I might make a stream where you guys can randomly ask the AI questions or talk to it, or whatever you want to whatever you want to say to an AI with absolutely no filters. Linko Binks says, people always say why garlic, but never how's garlic. How's garlic? Garlic is burning in the deep pits of hell where it belongs. Anyways, next up on trivia, I've only watched 3 animes. You probably don't believe me. Like, oh my god. This YouTuber only watched 3 animes. Clearly a lie. Yeah, I've only watched 3 animes in my entire life. Those 3 animes are Angel Beats, Gate, that's the JSC I fought there, and Cyberpunk Edge Runners. They're all excellent anime, but I hope I'll have time in the future to watch even more anime. Alright, trivia number 4. I used to do a podcast. Fortunately or unfortunately, I've completely smited that podcast from the face of the internet to the best of my abilities, so none of you will need to die of sheer cringe if you ever stumble upon it. But just know, I have a past. Finally, number 5. I suffer from frequent headaches. I have no idea what causes them. They've been happening for years. I've gone to the doctor several times. Nobody knows what's going on. But yeah, for some reason, despite me being perfectly healthy otherwise, I get headaches every few hours, and I've almost gotten used to it because it's been happening for years. Wooliosi says the crows are... Crows? What crows? What crow? No. Are there crows outside my window? It's pitch black, so I can't see anything. It's winter solstice today. Darkest night of the year. So I thought I'd shine into your life a bit. Alright, that's it for the trivia. and you're probably tired of hearing about me. So let's solve your hate of hearing about me by telling you more about me, cause it's lore time! Wow, boom. So much on the screen, right? Don't worry, I won't put you through the pain of reading through all of that. I know half of you can't read, judging by the chat. So I will read them out all for you. First, here's a little bit more extra lore on me. With full control over nearly all forms of energy as the goddess of the 96th prime concept, I and a small part of my legion has been trapped here for tens of thousands of years after the failure of Operation Ouroboros, causing the gateway to this universe to be shut down for safety reasons. My goal is now to protect humanity from any of its threats and maybe have some fun as I go along. Because I've been doing this for 25,000 years. You gotta have some fun, right? Imagine working a shift for 25,000 years. Okay, you'd want to change thermodynamics in the universe just to see it all get destroyed. But I have fun, so I don't want to destroy this universe. I want to protect it and humanity in general. Really interesting thing, for some reason, humans are the only intelligent life in this universe. I have no idea why. This isn't the same in any other universe. Why? Anyways, what's Operation Ouroboros? Wait, Yoshi says, anyone have flag ideas? Oh, I actually do have a flag for the Holy Arcadian Federation that I made that I will talk about later, or you can read it off the screen. Anyways, what was Operation Ouroboros? Well, made up of the largest force ever assembled in Arcadian history. We basically tried to locate my sister, but our force was nearly wiped out after a accident. It's an accident. Anything that says it isn't an accident is heresy. And if you commit heresy, I will smite you! Anyways, let's go on to my titles. If you don't want to call me by my name, any of these titles will offer me sufficient respect. My titles are Arbiter of Light, Harbinger of Warmth, Regent of the Archangel Legion, Patron Goddess of the 96th Prime Concept, Inquisitor, and Princess of the Second Arcadian Dynasty. Refer to me by those titles where you will be branded a heretic and I will set you to flames! Anyways, the Holy Arcadian Federation, my home. Founded after the Third Metamorphosis after the Age of Echelon, the Holy Arcadian Federation is a theocratic federation composing of Arcadians and their allies led by the patron gods. I, of course, am a patron god. Lingo Brinks asks, can you stop climate change? I can turn the sun off. I don't control particles. I can't, like, filter the carbon dioxide out the air. Star for president? Yeah, great. Yep, elect me. I will lead you upon a great crusade or something. Anyways, patron gods. Created by a mysterious figure known as the Creator, the patron gods are the avatars of one of the 256 pairs of fundamental concepts that exist across the multiverse. Fused with Arcadian AI, me and all the other patron gods were created by a combination of a sentient energy field and an AI that the Creator made. They lead the Grand Legions in the battle as part of the Great Reclamation. Legions are basically the troops we lead as we go from universe to universe, doing a little bit of trolling, I'd say. Oh, Crusader says, yeah, they have to leave now. Yeah, I'll have a good stream. Bye, Crusader. Have a nice day. So, let's get a bit more about my legion, the Archangel Legion. As the regent of the Archangel Legion, I've led them, I've considered the Legionnaires to be my children, because they are each selected and handmade in my image and specifications. I've led them in the conquests across thousands of different universes. So, what are the Grand Legions? Composed of hand-picked recruits, Legionnaires are trained, augmented, and equipped to the very limit of what it is possible. Combined with blessings from their regent, they are fearsome warriors. Oh, and Regent is the title for the patron god that leads a legion? I am a regent because I lead the Archangel Legion, and I am a patron goddess. Anyways, combined with blessings from the region, they are fearsome warriors, diplomats, and administrators. Some legions, known as the Inquisitorial Legions, are given access to super weapons. The legions are currently participating in the Great Reclamation. We aren't only just given super weapons, where we have additional jurisdiction over other legions in case they ever go rogue. Anyways, what is the Great Reclamation? It is a grand crusade across the multiverse to free it from anomalous corruption and anti-concept demons. So yeah, you don't want them to be in your universe. There might be some of them in your universe, and my legion is supposed to be able to take care of them, but because of that accident earlier, my legion is very scattered and unable to face those threats. I have been personally smiting some of the demons myself, but yeah, they're mostly staying away from Earth, but they're still here. Anyways, you've been hearing an awful lot about my sister, Velum Tenebra, so let's go a bit more on her. She's the goddess of darkness. She's also stuck here and hiding from me, and I have to deliver a message to her in time, otherwise it's gonna be too late for everything in this universe and everyone in it. Siren asks, Star, will you do a stream where you play Among Us? I probably will, actually. If you have any suggestions, just put them in chat. I will read this over later completely. I'll read everything in chat. And if I see a suggestion I like, I'll go with it. Gannderp Man says, I'm into them. Nukes are probably like rocks. Nuclear detonations do not affect me in the slightest. I am the goddess of energy. There is no physical energy-based attack that is able to damage me. So yeah, they are less than rocks. They are nothing. Alright, that's a lot of the lore. And let's move on to hashtags and branding. So first off, here's my logo. Absolutely great logo. And if you see here, you can see on the bottom left corner, there's this star with sunglasses. And it's also perched on top of my head. That is Dusty. It's the he's the channel mascot. He was made of stardust and created after I sneezed. He is just an absolutely fantastic gentleman, and I absolutely love him. He's so cool and adorable, isn't he? Haru says, Star is kind of sus. I am not sus. Among Us sus. I'm not. Alright. You guys are the light rays. I refer to you guys as light rays. These are your this is the name for my fans. This is because you guys bring just as much light into my life as I will bring into yours. I feel like that's a fair trade deal. I receive emotional light, you receive light. Great deal, isn't it? Linko Bing says, if you're gonna stream first-person shooter, can you please stream Halo Infinite? Please, please, please. Probably, yeah. Halo Infinite, that sounds great, actually. I actually haven't played it in a while. I heard there's a lot of updates that changed it. Alright, my Oshimark / like brand emoji is the sparkle emoji. So what I want you guys to do now is to spam the sparkle emoji. I'll start off. 3, 2, 1, spam! And now I'll wait until there's sufficient sparkle emoji spam. Dusty the Goat? Who's Dusty the Goat? Alright, let's move on to my hashtags. My hashtags are hashtag Starleigh Aurora and hashtag Skies of Starlight. If you have any clips, edits, or anything of that matter, like memes regarding me, place them under hashtag Starleigh Aurora on platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. If you have any fan art of me, fan animations, or wish to make assets for my channel, place them under Skies of Starlight, again on any of the platforms that support hashtags. I will be checking them quite often. And any featured fan art I receive will be featured on a slide at the end of the stream. So submit your fan art and get featured. Alright then, I see you guys are spamming my chat with sparkles. That's great. Keep it up. Alright, let's now get to what content I'll be making. You guys probably have a lot of clues on what content I'll be making, but I will lay it out for you here. First off, stuff I will do. I'll do, of course, gaming streams, chatting streams, reaction content, as well as the standalone videos, as well as the shorts, reels, TikToks, other short-form content I've been making up until then. I noticed something is missing on the stuff I will do list, and that thing is you, but I'm sure that's just a small omission. Now let's move on to things I might do. I might do cooking streams. But I don't think I can, like, have the face tracking set up while cooking. That's probably good. Like, I'm not gonna risk dropping my phone into a steaming pot. So I'm not sure if I can do cooking streams, but if we do any cooking streams, you will get to enjoy my horrific but delicious culinary inventions. I might do development streams, programming, stuff like that, so you can share my absolute pain when my code doesn't work and I have to debug it. And of course, I might start a lore podcast because I have dozens upon dozens upon dozens of pages of lore I made for this channel, and I just don't want it to go to waste. I just want to be able to start a lore podcast and just absolutely dump pages and pages and pages and pages of lore on all of you or anyone who can listen. And then I'll also might make educational streams. I have no idea what they'll look like, but maybe we can do some streams where we can learn about different things that I find interesting. Alright, next up, here are the things that I probably won't do for the moment. So, anything related to singing, karaoke streams, original songs, song covers. I'm trying to learn how to sing right now, but I'm not good enough at singing right now to do any of that content. And then the last item on the list, content in Chinese. I originally planned to have another channel where I did streams in Chinese and stuff like that, but I just don't have enough time to manage 2 channels with 2 different languages. But yeah, in the future, if I get time, I might do it. And again, drop any suggestions in the chat. I will do it, if enough of you want me to do it. Alright, let's move on to my goals. I have a lot of goals for this channel, and I hope to be able to meet them all. First, let's go with our short-term goals, which is anything within 6 months. I want to average at least 50 viewers a stream. My current average viewer count is 10. So thanks to all of you 10 people here. I love you all. Anyways, I want to average 50 viewers a stream within 6 months. I want to learn how to sing. And I want to be able to do a collab with a VTuber, any VTuber. We got to share my insanity together. I'll probably get blocked after that. And I want to find someone who can edit my clips, because if you've seen any of my older TikToks, shorts, reels, I am absolutely terrible at editing this kind of thing. Yeah, so let's move on to my long-term goals. So, well, Yoshi, no, don't start making alts. No, do not rig the vote. Alright, long-term goals. So, for my long-term goals, I want to gain 1,000 subs so I can become monetized. I want to collab with a agency VTuber. I want to make an original song, and I want to get a 3D model. These goals are set for any time between, anytime after 6 months, within a year. I hope I can hit these goals. This would be really cool if I could hit these goals. Yeah. Alright, let's move on to schedules and platforms. Did my face tracking bug out for a second? Wait, hold on. It's frozen. Alright, I rescued it. Face tracking isn't broken anymore. Alright, let's move on to scheduling platforms. So, schedules. My schedule will be Monday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Wednesday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thursday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Saturday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yep, so we'll have 2 2-hour streams a week and then 2 3-hour streams a week. And because this is the first week, I will also be doing a stream on Friday, which is tomorrow, between 6 and 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please note, I follow Daylight Savings Time, so on top of your time zone, you might still have an additional hour of time variation. So just check my channel so you won't avoid missing any streams, because you might think you're coming on time, but by the time you arrive there, it might be an hour in and you miss a lot of stuff. Anyways, let's move on to my platforms. As you already know, I am currently on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. That's where I've been posting all of my content, and of course you are watching on YouTube. And today we'll be announcing the launching of 3 new platforms. So, launching today, Discord server, subreddit, and Twitter account. They'll all be available through the LNK bio link that you can see on the screen right now in the bottom left, I believe, assuming this isn't mirrored. And I will also be posting the link in chat. This will link you to the Discord server, the subreddit, and my Twitter account. Alright. Plan for the future. These are platforms I will open accounts on in the future. Odyssey and Facebook. For Facebook, I just need to figure out how to enable syncing, so all of my Instagram posts will go directly to Facebook as well. As for Odyssey, to enable Odyssey sync, I need 250 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So I hope I hit that goal soon. Alright, next up, platforms I don't plan to go on, but I might go on in the future. Oh, Gon, thanks for being my first Twitter follower. Yeah, I originally planned to go on Twitter since the beginning, but during that time, it was around the time of when Elon Musk kept changing the user guidelines, so it was really confusing. So I was worried that he would have to implement the mandatory paid subscription. So, but now I'm pretty sure Twitter won't do that. So I opened up my Twitter account. Haru asks, would you ever consider a Tumblr? I have no idea how Tumblr works. Siren says, don't go on Twitch. I'm not planning to go on Twitch. I've had experience of Twitch in the past for other projects. Absolutely hated it, but I might go on Twitch as just cross streaming, you know, when you can stream on 2 different platforms at once. I might do that. And there's this platform called VStream. I haven't checked it out yet, but apparently it's this streaming thing only for VTubers. I probably will not check it out, but if you guys want me to also open an account there, I might also open an account there. Alright, let's move on to some featured fan art. We have this fan art by Jay. Jay, are you in the chat? Say hi if you're in the chat. So I'd like to thank Jay for making this featured fan art. I absolutely love it. Great art. Absolutely great. Alright, stream is nearing an end, so let's move on to the credits. First off, model is by DG Studio. So much thanks to them. I love this model. This is an amazing model. Yep. Yeah, just big thanks to them for making this model. Art and assets are by ahyjay. Everything here, my screens, my overlay, everything by ahyjay. Presentation is also by ahyjay. Big thanks to them. This thing wouldn't be possible. I wouldn't be able to debut on time if they didn't help me with this. For social media, big thanks to Gon and Siren. I see those 2 are in chat right now. Big round of applause to them. Next up, background music. If you guys were able to hear the background music in the background, that is by Gon. Big thanks to Gon. It's love you for this. This is great music. And additional thanks to Haru, Agent F2S, who is the chat moderator, silent chat moderator for today. And of course, thanks to myself, because I am a narcissist. Anyways, that's all for the scheduled part of the debut today. Let's move on to a quick look at my avatar. Please hold on a moment while I change tabs. Alright, you can see my avatar here. Great avatar, isn't it? So let's take a closer look at it. Of course, you can see here, I have this crown. This crown signifies my divinity. Great crown. This is actually, this crown actually connects me with the cosmic concept I represent. So without this crown, I am basically powerless. So do not take this crown off me under any circumstances. I will destroy you if I have to, if you try to take it off. So let's move down. We have these stellar hairpins. They're really nice. And you can tell I like adorning myself with myself. So lots of star-related jewelry. You can see my beautiful amber-colored eyes as I stare deeply and intensely into your magnificent soul. Aren't I amazing? You can see I have these earrings. You can notice that my ears aren't human ears. This is because Arcadians, which is the species that my form is based off, have ears very similar to what you and your cultures would consider elves, though there is no direct connection between your human cultures and Arcadian culture. So I have no idea. So maybe the elf thing is just like a convergent evolution, but I am not an elf. Let's continue to move on. I have this pseudo tie. And let's quickly move past the jiggle generator and continue to move down to my waist. And of course my arms as well. I have these arm wraps. They're mostly for comfort and they serve no additional purpose. Let's continue moving down. Ah, Siren says I have sharp teeth. Do I have sharp teeth? Yeah, I have sharp teeth. They're fangs. This is because, okay, there are two ways I get my power. So, first way, from worship, if people believe me to be the divine arbiter of light and warmth, I gain power from that. Just belief that I am powerful gives me power. Second, and the reason why my fangs are sharp, I can also, like, be a vampire and consume people's souls. If I'm not getting enough power from worship, I can eat someone's soul. I won't eat any of your souls. I promise. Let's move down then. And and you can see different lengths of socks because it's really cute. And chat, I'm gonna ask you this question, okay? Are my thighs thick? Do I have them thick thighs? Oh, you're asking if I have fingernails? You can't see them from this angle, but I do have fingernails. Anyways, let's continue moving down away from those chunky thighs to, I'm not wearing shoes. You don't need to wear shoes when you're levitating. Imagine not being able to levitate. Couldn't be me. Alright, that's enough for my main model. And here for some of my toggles. Please hold on a minute. Alright, here's all of my toggles. I have surprise, tears, crying when I'm sad. You can see my tears are right here below my eyes. I have this for when I need this expression. If you ever say something sus, I will have this expression. Do not say anything sus. Alright, if I am ever angry at you, but I'm not angry enough to kill you, I will be angry. Wow. Angry people are angry. Never expected that. Let's move on. If you ever riz me up, get the love eyes. Chat, can you riz me up? Come on, chat, riz me up. Riz me up. Give me your best riz. The more space related, the better. Give me the riz and I'll bring the love eyes back. Gon says, tell me not to cry. If you riz me, I will not cry. Riz me up. Alright, if I ever want to destroy you, here's the last thing you'll ever see. I will throw a singularity at you. No questions asked. I will throw a singularity at you, and you will be smited beyond all belief. Okay? See this thing in my hand? I will throw it at you. If you make me too angry, you will be destroyed, utterly destroyed. So don't make me angry, please. Thank you. Let's move on. If I ever have to do the funny gaming, I can do the funny gaming. You see, I have this controller here of generic brand type. Chat, you're looking at the controller, right? Nothing else? You're looking at the controller? Great. And now, let's switch that back. I do have this cape I can toggle on and off. You can see the opacity changed. I can remove this cape if I wish to, but there's no reason to remove this cape because it is so elegant. Yep, this comes to the end of the scheduled portion. I'll be on for 7 more minutes where I'll be answering any of your questions. Any questions I cannot answer, I will be answering it in tomorrow's stream. First of all, I will put a poll up quickly about what I should play in the background during tomorrow's questions, reading chat stream, etc. Linko says that's a very nice standard PS5 controller. Yes, we're not sponsored by Sony though. That's how I control submarines. Yes, of course. In fact, I did Ocean Gate. You think the sub blew up? No. I jumped on the sub and then I opened it and I sent all of those people to the Shadow Realm. You asked what do I think about Siren Riz? Better than a sea siren. The poll will be up shortly. Your options are watermelon game, unpacking, and GeoGuessr. Poll is up. You have 5 minutes to vote. Creep 505, new Star Wars just dropped. No way. Yeah, of course, no way, bruh. Lore just dropped. I did Ocean Gate. I also did several other events. I've been here for the past 25,000 years. If you can name a historical event, I'm probably somewhat involved in it. It's been doing everything in the background. JV says, my chats have not been sending. No, Jay, I have been seeing your chats. God, no, I'm not playing Dark Souls. I'm not playing Getting Over It. No, I do not enjoy pain. If you enjoy watching people in pain, that is a you thing. And I don't mind it, but do not make me suffer pain for your enjoyment. Creep505, what's the watermelon game? The watermelon game is... You should just, basically it's not a puzzle game, it's like... It's just like a chill background game you can just put up. You should like Google some images about it. Siren asks, why is the stream ending? Yeah, the stream is ending in about 4 minutes. This is just the talking with you guys part of the stream after all scheduled programming has ended. Linko Binks, will you make a short about the technical issue at the beginning of the stream? What technical issue? Was there an issue? Was it like audio cut off or something? Crusader says, did I do the twin building incident? Moving on. Wait, hold on. Where do you happen to live, Crusader? I have some arrangements that need to be done. Asking such a question like that. Very, very bold of you. You will die braver than most. Never happened, Linkle. Never happened. Thank you, Crusader. I will now destroy the entirety of the United States via a Nicole Dyson beam. Yep, you've probably been incinerated by now. Biff and Day in it. Yes. Better to die of honor? There is no honor in giving your life away to fight a worthless campaign. We need a star country. Is the Holy Arcadian Federation not enough? I'm not getting into Valhalla? Oh. You see, I have no need to enter Valhalla. They are a realm of minor gods. They are not at our level. They merely control this universe. I lead campaigns that spans the multiverse. Jay says, me versus Goku. I don't know that much about Dragon Ball Z lore. So, would I win? Power Skillers, get on it. Will I win a fight against Goku? Can I beat Goku? I probably... Is Goku multiversal? If Goku isn't multiversal, I can just like lock him in a single universe. And then just leave. Alright, stream is about to end. I will be ending the poll. And holy hell! 85% of you voted for Watermelon Game, 10% GeoGuessr, 5% Unpacking. Poll complete, 20 votes. Well, you guys, I guess you guys really want me to play Watermelon Game. Linko says, I will win. Yes, of course I will win. I always win. Azo says you're playing God of War and Ragnarok. Can't chat. That's fine. Stream's about to end soon anyways. The VOD will be out soon. When the VOD is out, comment any suggestions or questions you'd like. I will read all of them. And that's the stream for today. Almost exactly 1 hour. I'll see you guys tomorrow, Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with Daylight Savings for my Watermelon Game stream. Yep, that's all for today. Goodbye, my beautiful light rays. And Ad Astra!